Hi everybody, welcome back to CAD Engineering, and we're back with another video on how to draw 2D sketches in Creo Parametric. So in this video, we're going to draw a 2D sketch like this, which I got from here, as you can see in this drawing. So yeah, in the end, it's going to look something like this. So yeah, without any further ado, we're going to get into the sketching. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the planes on. So whenever you start Creo Parametric, you're going to see something like this. We got three planes, right, top, and front, as you can see over here. This is the right plane, top plane, and the front plane. So whenever before you start any sketching, you have to tell Creo which plane you're going to actually make the sketch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the front plane, this one. I can either select it from here, or I can click the plane as well. And once I select it, I'm going to go over here and press the select sketch option, so which from which we can enter the sketching mode. Now what I can do is because before I start to make the sketch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button, which is the sketch view. It's going to give us a 90 degrees perpendicular view of the plane. So I'm going to keep this open. Actually, I've got a printed version in front of me, so I'm going to be referencing into that. And I will also link this drawing in the as a Google Drive link as well. It's kind of you can find that in the video description. Yeah. So first of all, as always, if you're a regular viewer of my videos, the first thing I always say before starting a sketch or drafting is to identify the symmetries in the sketch or drawing, whatever you have in front of you. So over here we can immediately see that you got multiple lines of symmetries or planes of symmetries. So the first symmetry is over here, as you can see. If we draw just this side of the right half of the sketch, and then we can mirror it on the other side. Same symmetry can be seen over here as well. If you draw on one hemisphere or one half, you can mirror it on the other side. So just to make things easier, we're going to use this symmetry, and then we're going to go from here. So the first thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a center line, which is going to serve as an axis of symmetry, if you may. And I'm also going to add two more center lines. So one for this axis, if you want to call it center line, and one for this one. So you can also see that they make an angle of 120 from the vertical. So I have to make sure I keep that angle correctly when I make them. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. So I'm going to turn the dimensions on, so you can see over here. So you can see that it makes 120, both of them over here. So you can see over here the angle is 54.98. So also you can see in the drawing, if you project it, if you keep going with this line, center line straight ahead, you can see that it would make an angle. Okay, it's going to be easier if I explain over here. You can see that since this angle has to be 120, and this angle, this complete angle would be 180, right? So if you make it, if you take 180 minus 120, it's gonna give you a 60 degrees of angle. So that's what we're gonna save here. And again, as always, once I've put in the value, this value is not locked, so you will be able to change the angle accidentally or intentionally. So it's important that we keep this dimension secure or locked. So once I change this dimension, what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click it, and you can see over here you got an option of toggle lock. So it's going to lock this dimension, and you won't be able to change it now. So it doesn't matter how much I try to drag it, it's not going to change. So same thing's going to happen here as well. 60.0, I'm going to lock it as well. Perfect. So now you got all the center lines ready. Okay, so in terms of the origin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point as an origin, and I'm going to start referencing everything else from this point. Yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this shape, which is a 6 sided polygon. And so I've got two options. I can either use a multi-line command, and then I can make that shape, or what I can do is I can go to this option which says palette, and it already has what do you call it, shapes that you can use as well. So we need a 6-sided hexagon. So I'm going to double click it, and you'll be able to place it anywhere on the sketch. So I need to center this point at the origin, so I'm gonna snap it on at this point. And then, since you can see over here in the drawing, it's centered like this. So I'm gonna turn this polygon like this, so that it represents what's being shown in the in the drawing. So I'm gonna press OK, and we've got here a six-sided hexagon, polygon. So now the dimension for this is 117 from this point to this point. So I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna select this point, hold control, and then select this point as well, and then select this vertical dimension. So now you can see that we've got these two dimensions which make this whole thing over constrained. So I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna select this dimension that we don't really need, and I'm gonna delete it so that it's not over constrained anymore. So from the drawing you can see that this is 117 millimeters. We're gonna assume these are millimeters. So 117, and then it's gonna change its size. So I'm gonna log this again. Previously, as I mentioned, it can be changed. So we need to make sure that this dimension stays locked. So I'm gonna click this, toggle lock, and then obviously you can see you cannot move it anymore. You can see the plane in the background. We don't really need to see it anymore. So I'm gonna uncheck this plane display option, so that our sketching area is a bit clearer. Now the second thing I will be making is this circle with the radius of 20 millimeters and this arc with the radius of 40 millimeters. So I'm not gonna make an arc, I'm gonna make a complete circle, and then we're gonna chop off the parts of the circle that we don't need. So the first circle we can draw over here at a random place, and then again another one. So the inner circle, so inner circle should be 20 millimeters in diameter. And then the outer circle will be, okay, so equal radii, we don't need that. This constraint has been activated when we were making these two circles, so I'm gonna delete that. And the outer circle will be 40 millimeters in radius. I'm gonna log them again so they cannot be changed. And then this distance from here. So in the drawing you can see that this circle has been referenced in vertical from this point, but in our sketches case, this circle has been referenced from this point. So we can easily change that, it's not gonna be a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the center of the circle, hold control, and then select this point as well. And over here you can go and select the vertical dimension. So this vertical dimension is 139 millimeters. So I can go ahead and change that, 139.0. And as always, I'm gonna lock this dimension so it cannot move. Perfect. Now I'm gonna make this circle. So yeah, again, this is our line of symmetry. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make everything on one half on the right side of it, and then once I'm done with one half, I'm gonna mirror it on the other side, as you'll see in the end of this video. So to make the circle, again, what I can do is I can use the similar process I used over here and then manually draw it. But a simpler thing would be just select these two by holding control, and then use this mirror command to mirror it along this axis so that it can be automatically drawn. I don't have to draw it again. So that was easy. We've made two sets of circles, these two, and these two. Now what we need is an arc which is tangentially joining this circle and this circle, and it has a radius of 250 millimeters. So I'm gonna select the circle command, center and point. I'm gonna put it on this axis or center line, and I'm gonna keep going till I can get in contact with this circle, and then you can see a small icon that's appearing which shows that it's being joined tangentially. So I'm gonna click it, and then it's gonna make that circle. we need to change this diameter to radius. uh, all these radial dimensions, you can see there's an R here, which means radius, but this symbol, it means a diameter dimension. So I'm gonna single click it, left click it, and then I'm gonna click this option which says radius. So it's gonna change the diameter dimension to a radial dimension. And going back, we can see this has a radius of 250, all of these, and I'm gonna change it 0. Perfect. So as you can see, we don't need the complete circle, so just this bit of it. So I'm gonna go over here, select the delete segment command, and then I'm gonna click on all the pieces that we don't need. Perfect. So we've got this an arc ready. As you can also see that in this circle that we've drawn in our sketch, we don't need this part of the circle. So I'm gonna chop that off. So again, I'm gonna select the delete segment command. Select this and select this. Perfect. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is I'm gonna be making this arc, as you can see over here. So to do that, I need to use okay, never mind. I'm gonna use just this part to make the complete arc. So same thing, I'm gonna use the circle command, make sure that the center is lying on this center line, and then I'm gonna keep going till I get a tangential join with this circle as we've done previously. I'm gonna click it so that the circle is made. Again, change this to a radial dimension to 250, and then I'm gonna chop off the rest of the circle. Perfect. And then I'm gonna delete this bit as well. So again, as I mentioned previously, what we were doing is we're making the geometry on the right side of the sketch and disregarding everything that's on the left side. So I'm gonna delete these two sections. I'm gonna keep this here. I'm not gonna mirror it all again because it's already been built. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select everything on the right side except for this polygon, and then oops, sorry, I meant to press the control button. So I'm gonna press control and select all these sketching entities. So once everything is selected, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the mirror command, and over here you can say select a straight sketch entity and edge or curve to mirror about. So I'm gonna mirror it about this line of symmetry, and then voila, we've got a complete sketch which is ready. So I'm gonna hide all these dimensions so it gets a bit uncluttered. So yep, now you can see that the drawing is ready, as we can see over here. I can delete hold control and select all of these center lines and then delete them. You don't have to, but it's just gonna make things clearer to see. So yep, you can see over here we've created this drawing, this beautiful drawing. Didn't take us so long, but definitely when you're drafting or 2D sketching, you always have to be very efficient with what you're doing. That's why we use the mirror command, which helps save us like half of the time. I don't have to draw it on the other side as well. So that's what once you keep practicing into 2D sketching, then you can try and save your time as well, at the same time being more efficient with everything. So yeah, I've got the link of this drawing in the description. It's a Google Drive link, so you can if you want to practice it on your own, you can download that PDF file, and then you can watch this video and then following me what I did. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to like the video. Leave a comment if you got any feedback or any other ideas you might want to share with me. Any other video ideas, what software you want me to sketch next. And yeah, if you subscribe to this channel, it's going to help me a lot as well to bring you these kind of videos. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any much of your time now. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. See ya. Bye bye.